Hello friends, today's day 2 of the Lincoln Byway sale and I got some great stuff. Are you ready? Let's get started. My last video should be the first day of the Lincoln Byway sale unless something came up in between, but I'll link that up in the cards for you and it'll also be in my description box. This sale had a lot of sales and it was so much fun. I ran into a turtle collector and a churchrummagesale. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to show you, I think, is just so darling. I got this bobblehead Minnie Mouse, and she's kind of made out of like a hard plastic, and she's in perfect condition. And on the bottom of her shoes, it says 99. So I'm guessing she's from 1999, but I'm not sure. And on the back, let's see what it says there. Oh boy, I can't read that little print. So she is darling. She will be for sale. That was $1. And then I also found a Bluebird of Happiness for $1. That will be for sale. And then I mentioned that I ran into a turtle sale. There was a huge table. It was in a barn. And I thought, I'm going to look at these. These are really adorable. They ended up being $1 or 50 cents. So I got this big one and it was $1. It's a bank. Right here's where you put the coin, and it does have its stopper on the bottom. Let's see what it says down here. Freddie B. Turtle, Aviva International, made in Taiwan, Republic of China. And then it's from the Candy Card Willingsboro Plaza. I'm assuming that was maybe a gift shop. Isn't it so cute? And he's got a little baby turtle there. So that was $1. All of the turtles will be for sale. And I'm gonna save my favorite one of the turtles for last. Well, it's so hard though. I think I like 3 of them, 4 of them. I won't even pick a favorite, forget it. This is brass and it's painted, and the top or the shell comes off, and it's just like a little trinket box. It's very nicely done. I don't see any markings on it, but the bottom looks like this. You can see the brass, and I just really love the way the shell is painted. It's so pretty. So that one was only 50 cents. And then this one appears to be a light wood. It's not real heavy. There's a hole in the bottom. I don't know if that was there for some kind of use, like if you could put it up on a stick or something to display it. I don't know, but it was made in the Philippines. 50 cents for that. And look at this brass one. I just love brass. And let's see, that one has a sticker on the bottom. It says made in Taiwan. So that one, all of the turtles will be for sale. And then this one is a real tiny little trinket box. It's lidded and very nice and clean on the inside. No markings on the bottom. And it's got 2 turtles and then like some flowers. Can you see the design? Very cute. Okay, now this one just really, I took a fancy to this one. I had to get it. I'm going to show you the turtle and then I'll read you the tag. Look at his eyes. And there's holes on the top. And then the tag says, Farmer Fart Whistle Works. John Berry. It's from Avoca, New York. And on the back, it tells you how to play the whistle. To play it, you grasp the whistle firmly and gently blow into the slit in the tail until you hear a clear note. Keep the square hole open. This is where the sound comes out. Okay. Each whistle is individually handmade. No 2 are ever exactly alike. They are high fire, lead-free, salt glazed stoneware. So there's the hole where you want to blow in for the whistle, and then you have to keep this hole open. So isn't that adorable? And I like it that it had that tag on it. Inside, oh, okay, it shows you how to play the whistle, and there's some music for Oh Susanna. Ha! Isn't that awesome? All right, and then this was the very first sale I went to, and I only found this one item. They're salt and pepper shaker pigs. You know, I've been finding a lot of pigs lately, and I just thought these were pretty adorable. Those were 50 cents as well. All right, that's everything I got besides the church sale. So actually there's one item. I'm gonna take a little break here and show you the clip of something that I did get at a garage sale, but I've already put it in my booth. If you've seen any videos lately, you might have already seen it in my booth. Let's take a look at that, and then we'll be back for the $5 fill-a-bag. I got this at a garage sale for 50 cents. I thought it would give my booth a little pizzazz and interest and maybe draw people in at Halloween and fall time. What do you think? Isn't it cute? And just in case you wondered how he turned out in my booth, here's a little clip to show you. All right, I'm going to show you all of the things that I got for $5. When I first started looking, I wasn't too enthusiastic about filling a bag for $5, but then I thought, yeah, I can do this. I'll just dig a little more, and I kept finding more and more things. I got some crafty items. This is a bag of snowflakes, so I think I'll just put that in my booth around Christmas time. And then I got some real pretty yellow flowers. They're yellow with like an orange center. Those will be for in my bucket I keep on my porch, as well as these. These were together. These will probably go in my bucket for winter out on the porch, and this one as well. Those things can get pricey. I also found this, and it's a little boot and shoe cream polish, and that's going to my friend Melody in Pennsylvania. She collects that kind of thing if she wants it. This is really adorable. Have you ever seen these? Ladies used to put them on their windowsill and put their rings and things in while they were washing dishes. I've sold one of these before. It was my mom's, and I'm pretty sure Dina bought it from Left Lane Finds. You can put it in the comments if you did, Dina. I love a good trinket box. Look at this one. So cute. Oops. It's pretty tiny and very nice and clean inside. And I got myself a chip clip. I'm always breaking these. And I love to pick up flags, and if they are plastic, then they can go outside very easily. So that will be probably for that same bucket I mentioned. This, I think I'm finally taking a chance on some birds. This one here, I have seen a lot of these, and I just don't know if they would sell. So I figured since it was a $5 fill-a-bag, I would take a chance. I looked it over really good, and I couldn't see any chips or any problems. Oh, guess what? It's a Lefton. I've been having really good luck finding Leftons. It's from 1983, and there's the seal on the bottom. All of this will be for sale, except for my chip clip and Melody's shoe polish. Well, and the flag and the, well, I told you, you know. This I put in a baggie in case it spills. It's called Ming Shu Fleur. I think it says fleur. Yeah, fleur, which is flower in French, rare. There's not much in it, but I thought it was an interesting bottle nonetheless. And I have been selling some toiletries, perfumes, and things like that. And in 1 week I sold 2 of those. So that was encouraging. All right, what's left? Oh, I picked this up, and I think that was for the bird. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to drop it. So that's a nice little display piece. And that's by Andrea by Sadek, made in Japan. Very nice. I picked these up. I wouldn't have picked these up if it hadn't been the fill-a-bag. I'm not even sure anybody would want them, but I will put them in my booth for sale. The Lord is my strength and song. They're like little eggs, maybe for Easter. I guess you could use these if you did a little tree. With God, all things are possible. And then the last one has a butterfly on either side, and it says, friendship is a blessing. So those are really cute. Okay, and then I've talked about my friend Tina. She collects tomatoes. I was gonna say flower frogs, tomatoes for pins, and I found this one, which I think she's gonna love. Do you see how they put the design with the pins there? Isn't that cute? And then this little baby one. There's those, and then I can't wait to find out if this is what she collects as well. I think this is a sock darning egg. Please let me know, Tina. Did I get the right thing, and are you interested in that? There was a sewing machine for sale, and they had a huge sewing kit, like a plastic one with a plastic tray on top. And I wanted to buy just the box or the kit, but they wouldn't sell it without the sewing machine. So I did not want to buy the sewing machine. All right, and this is my favorite item from the haul. Well, let me show you this yet. I haven't figured this out yet. I thought it was a pencil sharpener. This pops off, and then the top comes off, but that's where the pencil sharpener is. I'm sure it is, I just don't see. Oh, wait. I figured it out. The lid opens. That's where you put your pencil. So I thought one of my grandkids would want that for school. All right, you ready for my favorite thing from the fill a bag? Look at them. They are so cute. They are salt and pepper, and they both have their stoppers. These were made in China. They kind of look like vintage china to me, and I did not realize until just now that Mrs. Claus was cracked and glued back together. So there's that. If you look at them, well, yeah, I can see it. If you look at her from the front, you can actually see it. So I will have to mark them as is, but I do think they are pretty darling, and Santa appears to be in really good shape. So there's those. Here's my item for my new segment I've been doing. If you have any interest in this, it is for sale. I'm going to read you the description on the bottom. It's a vintage Westmoreland milk glass candy powder trinket dish with the diamond pattern, and it has been reduced to $10. I've had this in my booth and have not had any buyers on it, so I thought I would put it on my channel in case anybody's interested. If there's anything you've seen in my video that you would like to purchase, I do sell at the Majestic Turnaround on 30th Street in Canton, Ohio. And if you're unable to make it in there, you can send me an email. I'll put the address below. Or you can find me on Instagram. Just send me a message over there. You know my favorite, the Santa and Mrs. Claus from the $5 fill-a-bag. I also really love the turtles and Minnie Mouse from the rest of the sales. All right, I thought it would be fun to go around my house and show you. I've already made a couple changes with my fall decor. So if you haven't seen my fall home tour, it's actually a fall and Halloween together home tour. You're gonna wanna watch that, so I'll put that in the cards above, and then I'll also link it in my description box. So go over and take a look at that. In the meantime, I've already changed up a few things and I wanna show you that. And then I'll come back and tell you goodbye. Let's go on location. I thought this looked a little bare here at the end, so I added this pumpkin. See the difference? It just looks kind of unfinished, and then I thought I'm gonna pop that pumpkin in right there. I thought this was so interesting. I found this card that I sent to my dad, or gave my dad because I lived with him when I was a little girl, and guess what? It's from Current, and it's the same cards that I found up at Hartville Thrift. Isn't that something? I know what I love. When I was down in our basement, I found this thermos jug and I forgot all about it, so I added that in. And I also have had this one in my decor before. I added that one in as well. And I found this runner I forgot I had. I was in my linen closet and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm gonna put that out for fall and Halloween and probably even through Thanksgiving. Doesn't it look so cute? I got crafty one night in my craft room. This is an old ceiling fan blade, and I decided to paint it and make it into a cute little ghost. My last change was I added this blanket to my entrance here on this chair because I changed out the coffee table. I used to have this blanket on the coffee table before I put the runner there. I would love to know what your favorite item or items are. Let me know in the comments below. Also, I hope you enjoyed my updated home tour. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.